Hey folks, this is Vent with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Beetle Uprising. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about $10. So I covered this, I want to say, 2 or 3 years ago, and at that point it was early access. Well, I want to say about a week ago, maybe a couple of days ago actually, the game left early access, and I took another look at it. And, well, it's not a whole lot different than what I remember playing. So, here's Beetle Uprising in a nutshell. You've got this little underground home base. You've got these starter beetles. You're going to be putting down food and enrichment toys for them. It's very casual, very Facebooky almost, in the sense that, sure, just plop that down, watch them go about their thing. Oh, they're happy. That's really cool. Okay. Oh, look at that. They're scratching. They're rubbing up against that thing. They're satisfying their need to itch or to groom. Whatever. That's fine. Oh, okay. So I need more food. What do I need to do? Okay, click on the map. Okay, I see there's a food icon over here. I'm going to send that beetle over to it. And there's a 75% chance based on their happiness that they'll get it. Okay, great. So I send them off. They come back 2 minutes later. They brought back some food. Great, so I'm plopping down more food, plopping down more stuff for them. They're happy. They're great. Then there's the combat mission, which is, okay, you select a beetle. You can choose how many beetles you want to commit to that particular combat mission. And the stats for each group is dependent on the beetle that you pick. Each beetle has stats, you see, strength and health and quickness and armor. And you're going to be choosing what beetle you want to go on this combat mission. And over the course of the game, you'll be able to choose like 2 or 3 beetles, and they represent one group each. And one group is typically, again, anywhere from, say, 20 to 40 beetles or whatever, depending on the slider that you choose. And the more beetles you commit, the more goop you have to spend. And goop is like your primary currency in this game. So, the combat mission. I selected my beetle, my group goes out. 40 beetles strong, wipes out. You just click, send them over, click, send them over, kill stuff, click, send them over, kill stuff. That's fine. Come back happy as a clam. No problem. Oh, they're resting up. Okay, plop down more food. I need to send another group out, get more enrichment stuff. Send another group out, get some more food. They're coming back. They're eating, happy. You see where I'm going with this? Very casual, very laid back, very easy. And then you get to the breeding system in this game. There's a DNA tree, and there are chromosomes and alleles, and there's stars on certain bars, and it's just, again, I did say that these beetles have stats, strength, and quickness. Well, their DNA makeup, there's a DNA bar, and there's bars, plenty of like these little yellow and red bars in each of these attributes. And the bigger of these bars are in that attribute, the better their stats will be in that attribute. I know it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but, just long story short, each beetle has like a little DNA tree, like a little DNA strand thing. And these bars will be in this DNA tree, and it'll tell you, what bars are contributing what stats and so on. Fine. So, you can breed beetles in this game, meaning that you choose 2 beetles, and then those DNA trees sort of intermingle. And then 9 beetle spawns pop up, and you get to choose one of them. The others go into this proverbial trash can. I guess, genetics, just nature won, and this one won, and that's it. The other ones are trash. So, that one will have stats based off of their parents. Kind of, sort of. Again, it's all randomized, so again, the game throws these 9 beetles at you with randomized stats based on the parents, and you choose one of them. And then you just throw some food down, you throw some enrichment down. That young beetle grows into a big beetle. And then you rinse and repeat. You're going to be breeding more beetles, trying to increase the stats on these things, taking the good stats from the parents, put them into their kids, and then take those kids' stats and then breed them and then put them into a new generation of beetles that are even stronger and so on. As you complete missions, you'll also be getting beetles in particular stats like armor and other things that you don't get at the beginning of the game. So, all right. For the first 4 minutes of this video, I was all about the whole casual, oh yeah, it's fine, just do this, do that. And then when you get into the breeding part of it, it's like, I don't know, it confused the heck out of me. It overwhelmed me to the point where I reached a point in the game where I couldn't progress any further because I couldn't breed the right way, or I wasn't breeding as efficiently as I could, and I couldn't get, I guess, the stats high enough in order to complete the next set of missions. And I was at a wall where I was like, well, I don't know what else to do. And so I go to the Steam forums looking for help. And other people are like, this breeding tutorial is crap. This system needs a rework. It's just too confusing. I don't understand it. And the developer, 1 hour ago, actually, wrote this. If someone is just passing by this post, here are a few hints. Look for the blue stars. Okay, fine. They highlight which alleles are unique, and that they have the strongest value of any beetle in your collection. Try to breed so a strong allele is on both sides of the chromosome that will double the contribution of that gene. To do that, you may need to breed multiple times to pick up that strong allele from both parents. They have the same grandparent or ancestor. Get gold 3-star eggs, they contain the best genes. Try to win combat missions in higher level areas. Sometimes you just need to breed a few times to gather the alleles you already have into one uber beetle, then make blah 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 blah. So this game went from, yeah, let's just plop down some food. Let's just put down some enrichment items. And then it went into alleles and chromosomes, and I'm like, what is this game trying to be? Who are you trying to market to? Are you marketing to little kids? Because the casualness of how you take care of your beetles in your home base by plopping down happy little things. Oh, there's a block that they can play with. You go from that into chromosomes and alleles? Who are you marketing to? So the people that are like heavy into biology that understand what you're talking about are going to find the real-time strategy. The combat, by the way, is really simplistic. Point and click. There's no advanced RTS mechanics going on here by any means. There is a rock, paper, scissors. Like, this beetle type is strong against this, but weak against this. There's that. But there's no, like, complicated RTS. You either have the stats or you don't. Or you have the right rock, paper, scissors group or you don't. So how do you go from, you know, happy little, easy, casual little headquarters, go, I get some food, bring it back, plop it down, they eat. How do you go from that to chromosomes and alleles? Little kids are going to go, what's a chromosome? What's an allele? And then the adults that understand the biology are like, well, this RTS is in this headquarter. This is just so basic. It's just, it doesn't make any sense, this pairing. I would rather have the game be casual in the sense, either be a casual game through and through, or be a hardcore genetics game through and through. Pick one. As it stands, it doesn't make any sense. I was happy with the game until it got to the genetics part. And then I'm like, chromosomes, alleles, what do I need to do? Okay, I see that I've got red stats and yellow stats, and the yellow stats mean that that beetle has stronger stats than anything else in my camp. The white stats are average, and the red stats are worse. So naturally, I would juice the ones that are all red stats because they're the weaker beetles, and then juice means just delete them forever. And then breed the white/yellow stat beetles so that they become even stronger, and just try and get as many yellow stat beetles as possible to replace the weaker ones. That's what I was going for. Even with that strategy, because I didn't understand the alleles and the chromosomes and all that stuff. Even with that strategy, I hit a difficulty wall that I could not progress past. So I am clearly missing something on that end of it, or just the game is unbalanced, one of the two. So, do I recommend this? $10? It's okay. It's okay. But I think the developers need to focus on one approach to this game. It's like the developers, like, they studied biology and they really got it, and they want to show off, but then don't know how to make an RTS, or don't know how to make a game that's just casual, just pick one. pick pick is your game hardcore or not? As it stands, right now it's like I enjoy one part of it, but I don't enjoy the other part of it. Had the game had a lighter breeding system, I would play this and stream it more often. Because the breeding system right now, to me, is overly convoluted and complicated. I just, I'm not really, I'm not really inclined to keep going with it, to tell you the truth. Again, I don't mind plopping in, going out, sending my beetles out on missions, coming back, just very casual, like I said, very Facebooky. But once you start getting into chromosomes, if I have to analyze this tree, this DNA strand, and try and figure out what bars that parents need to bring over to their kids, no. No, if I want to do that, I'll go play niche or something. You know what I mean? Pick a genre. Pick a casualness. This game is just all over the place. So I can't tell you if you should buy it or not. I guess my advice is watch this video. If you're looking at this video and you're seeing the gameplay, do you like a casual Beetle base game where you're just casually going out getting, like, you're doing these missions that you can't control to get food and enrichment items, coming back, plopping them down, they get consumed, you have to get more, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. That's very monotonous. So that's, again, if you don't mind that, fine. And then there's the biology side of it, where the breeding system is a bit overcomplicated. If that doesn't scare you, then great. I think you'll like the game. But if one of those two things doesn't sound right to you, or doesn't sound like it would appeal to you, more than likely you may not enjoy this experience. So, yeah. That's the best I could offer with this. I don't want to discourage people from playing it. It's just, I don't understand the design decisions behind this game. You've got that happy-go-lucky side, very casual, then you've got this intense breeding side. It just, no, it doesn't, they don't fit together, in my opinion. Pick one. Are you appealing to the casual, or are you appealing to the hardcore biologist? I don't know. Beetle Uprising, you'll have to decide for yourself. Quick edit. So, Idly pointed something out to me after I had recorded this review, and she pointed me to the Steam forums in which the developers had responded to people that were complaining about the breeding system and being too complicated. Well, I just want to show you what the response was. When you design your game, it is important to make choices matter. If they have no consequences, players get bored and quit. Not necessarily so. There are plenty of Minecraft people out there that would disagree with that statement. It's very possible to play a sandboxy game without any goals whatsoever and still have a fun time playing it. So what this boils down to is the developer prefers to have a challenge in their game. He even goes on to say, the trick is to balance the game so it is possible to win, not too hard, while leaving a challenge, not trivial. Again, games have introduced difficulty settings since days of yore. Easy, medium, hard. That's the whole point. Some people like easy games, some people like hard games, some people like medium games, hence why they introduce difficulty settings so that players can play on a setting that they're comfortable with and have a good time playing it. So once again, the developer is sort of just ramming it home that this is how the game should be. We don't care what you want. This is how the game should be. And that's their right. I mean, it's their artistic vision. So that's their choice. Is it a good one? That, again, you're designing a game for a niche audience by tunneling this into one particular difficulty setting. If you don't have any difficulty settings, then you're going to appeal to one type of difficulty player. You know what I mean? So he goes on to explain, how tasks work, how to get goop, how to waste goop, and so on. And then you get to this last part. Lots of people can play this game and win. If you are frustrated, read the manual. Learn more about how the game works. Follow the tips. If you try, you can do better. The game is not broken. It's just better than you are right now. Are you going to stand for that or stand up to the challenge? I guess the developer's trying to, I don't know. Like, on one hand, is that supposed to be some kind of pep talk? Yeah, you can do it. Are you gonna take this laying down? Are you gonna play my game again and do better? Or is this a pretentious thing where, the game is fine as is and you're just not playing it right and you're not good enough? So, get good. I don't know how to take that. I do, once you get to the other post I'm about to read you, then you'll know what it probably meant. But just keep this in the back of your mind. In his mind, the game is not broken, despite the fact that the breeding tutorial is non-existent and sucks, and doesn't explain how best to breed your beetles, but the game's not broken. Okay, so moving on to the other one I want to show you. The genetics simulation is very realistic. Biology is messy, but Mendel figured it out in a monastery. What a pretentious person. I'm trying to censor myself. How pretentious. I'm sorry. So you make a game, again, that is heavy on the biology. And then when people can't figure it out, you're going to start saying that Mendel did it, so why can't you do it? What a... Wow. PR 101. Don't be a pretentious... You know what? Yeah. No. So getting back to this other forum post, are you going to stand for that or stand up to that challenge? No. I'm going to downvote the game and leave it a bad review and recommend that others not play it. How's that for you? If you guys haven't already subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube, that way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.